Hi, I'm Simon with AppliancePartsPros.com. Today we're going to show you how to repair your appliance. Are you ready? Remember, anytime you work on your appliance, make sure it's unplugged or the circuit breakers are off so there's no chance of electrocution. In this video, we'll show you how to replace the defrost heater in a GE refrigerator. It's going to be a very easy repair. Should only take a few minutes to show you how to do it. For this job, we're going to need a flat blade screwdriver, a 1/4-inch nut driver, and a pair of needle nose pliers. When you open up the package, you're going to get a new defrost heater. This defrost heater is located behind the rear cover panel in the freezer section. When energized by the defrost control, the defrost heater melts the frost off of the evaporator coil, preventing it from being iced up. If the temperature inside the fresh food section is way above normal and the freezer is warmer than usual, and there is a heavy frost on the rear cover panel in the freezer, check the defrost heater and replace it if needed. To get to the part, we need to open the freezer door. To remove the freezer shelf, we need to lift up the front end and slide it out. So our next step is to remove this air tower. There are several clips that hold it in place. There's a couple at the bottom here and at each. There's one on this side, one on this side, and two on the top. We're going to start with pulling up the whole structure. I'm using a flat blade screwdriver. I'm going to place it in and pry it up and out. Next, I need to push in this clip and this clip, and then to the top we're just going to pull this bottom portion forward and release the top. Okay, so those are the clips on the top and the clips on the sides and the clips at the bottom. Next, we're going to remove this access panel. There's a couple of 1/4-inch screws. I mean, they have also Phillips in it, but I'm using a 1/4-inch nut driver because it's a better grip. And now I'm going to remove this foam insulation. Just pulls up. And now we're going to remove this access panel. Right, so the defrost heater is underneath of the evap coil. You can see only this on the left, and on the right those insulators. The rest of the body is embedded underneath of the coil inside. So we're going to start taking it out. We have 3 brackets that holds it. One in the center and one on each side. And I'm going to use the needle nose pliers. I'm going to grab it here firmly, and I'm going to lift it up and bend out slightly, and I'm going to bring it down. Alright, so I'm going to use the pliers, the same needle nose pliers, and then this is a tab right there. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to open it, bend it open. And I'm going to switch the sides. Next, I'm going to bend down that tab here on the right side. And I'm going to pull down the heater. And bend this open. And leave this metal shield at the bottom. Alright, so at this point I'm going to use the pliers again. Alright, I'm going to disconnect this plug. I'm going to use the needle nose pliers. I'm going to pull on it. And we're going to disconnect this one too. Alright. This is the old defrost heater next to the new one. If you don't have this part, you can get it from appliancepartspros.com. We're going to bring a defrost heater in, and we're going to mount it so with this groove that goes around the heater, the end of the heater will be inserted into the cutout in the bracket right there. If you look right there, it's going to be fit into this cutout like that on both sides. Right, so I'm going to turn this this way, and I'm going to connect the harness. It goes into the outside openings. I'm going to slide it onto the terminal, and then we're going to switch the sides and do the same thing here on the left. And I'm going to turn it so these openings are facing down, because we don't need any water, condensation water getting into these connectors. So I'm going to slide it over that middle bracket, and I'm going to insert it into the cutouts. And I'm going to bend the tab closed. Switch the sides, and then the tab. So I'm going to lift up on that shield, place it right under the heater, and I'm going to install this bracket. Right, that the portion in the middle will hold this shield. There's a cutout that will hang around that the shield, and I'm going to use the needle nose pliers, and I'm going to hang that side of the bracket. And now I'm going to hide the harness out of the way. Next, I'm going to install the cover panel. I'm going to slide the cover, the left side in first, and then the right side. Now I'm going to secure this access panel with a couple of 1/4-inch screws. I'm going to match the holes. I'm using a 1/4-inch nut driver, and I'm going to install a couple of screws. And now the foam insulation goes back in. And now we're going to install these air tower. First, the top clips goes in. And I'm going to bring it in. And I'm going to squeeze the sides. And now we're going to install the freezer shelf. Slide it in. And these two little tabs goes into the grooves here, locking the shelf into place. And now we can close the freezer door. Plug the fridge back in and make sure it's cooling. Thank you for being a part of another successful repair brought to you by appliancepartspros.com. For any of your future appliance repair projects, please check out our other videos available on our site, on Facebook, on YouTube, and on Instagram.